Thank you, Gabe. Moments away from the M&H Appliance tip-off. Go visit M&H Appliance at mnhappliance.com. And it's going to be Kobe Lee jumping up, the 6'3 senior. And he's jumping up against Chris Schmidt, the 6'3 senior for the Tech Tigers. The Storm will be going right to left from our vantage point here. Inside Tech High School, kind of on the sideline. Opening tip won by the Sauk Rapids Rice Storm. It is Troy Fedema with the ball. Excuse me, that is number 3, Elijah Moylanen. On the corner, Kobe Lee passes left side, out of bounds as he didn't have his teammate ready. That was Landry Seaman as he was trying to pass it to. Turnover on the opening possession, rather, for the Storm.
Leading scorer Jacob Schlow just checking in. He wasn't a starter. I'm not sure what happened there, but he is the leading scorer and one of the best players for this Storm team.
Yep, 16 points a game, almost 5 rebounds, and 2 assists per game as well. And losing the ball on the way down the lane is going to be Joe Dolan. He loses it out of bounds, back over to the Storm, so back-to-back turnovers to start the game. Nobody's gotten a shot off yet.
Not a clean one thus far, Barry.
Bringing it across is going to be Kobe Lee. Passes to Schlow, back to Lee. He's going to hoist up a 3 and rattles it in. Kobe Lee starts off the scoring 3-0 on the Nelson Brothers scoreboard. 17-15 and counting to go here in this first half. In the backcourt, it is Kedrick Oswara. Man-to-man by the Storm. Oswara gets it back from Dolan. Back to Dolan on the left baseline. Dribbles back to the basket. Goes out on the wing now for Fedema. He gives to Jet. Jet will reset the offense. He'll pass left wing now for Fedema. Fedema dribbles to the free throw line. Backs off top of the key. Hands off for Dolan. Dolan dribbles left side. Goes for Jet. Jet dribbles to the elbow. Spins down the left side of the lane. Left the scoop shot short. And rebound tipped out, and the Tigers have it. It is Fedema. And through the lane, Oswara, tough shot off the board. No good. Rebound batted around and grabbed by Kobe Lee. Up on the other end, losing it on the baseline, getting it tipped away by Dolan is number 13, Ethan Upsall. Went off Dolan's forehead out of bounds. The Storm keep it.
And it's going to be an interesting matchup all night, Barry, because these Tech Tigers are at almost every single position are undersized compared to the Storm. So we'll see how that headline moves forward for the rest of this one.
Seaman in the backcourt, bodied up by number 2, Kedrick Oswara. So it's the first foul of the ball game. Inbounding is going to be Alex Herron. Gets it in the corner. Lee airmails a 3, and it is saved in by Herron and grabbed by Dolan. He'll bring it up, rather, for the Tigers. Left wing to Jet. Back to Dolan. Right side Fedema. Pump fakes in the lane. Kicks it out left corner, and that is for Schmidt. Now they go in the backcourt for Dolan. On the left wing for Jet. Jet waits for a pick, dribbles to the top, goes to Oswara. Right wing now to Fedema. Jab steps left, dribbles to the right baseline, gets himself in the air. Goes to Chris Schmidt, who pump fakes, gets in the lane. A bunny from 7, no good. Rebound tipped out. Dolan has it. And now he goes to Oswara to reset. He passes in the lane, intended for Schmidt. He steps on the end line before he can save it in. Just a pass a little too far out in front of him, and he can't save it.
Yeah, a good screen and roll that time by Schmidt. But Swore just pushing that just a little bit ahead of him.
Seaman gives to Lee. Lee dribbles toward the top of the key. Passes right wing now for Herron. Herron puts up a 3. High rebound, comes down the lane, grabbed by Dolan. He'll let it clear, and now give it to Oswara. Oswara dribbles up left side. Man-to-man defense. He dribbles to the left elbow. Leaves for Dolan. Now left wing for Fedema. Fedema as they weave. He goes top of the key. Dribbles down the right side of the lane. Gets himself in traffic. Blocked from behind by Upsall. And a loose ball grabbed by Oswara. Out top of the key to Jet. Now in the lane. They go for Schmidt. He kicks it out top of the key. Fedema, 3. Barely grazes the front of the rim. And the rebound is grabbed by Schlow. Walking it up now is Kobe Lee as he crosses center court, directing traffic. Working against Jet. Dribbles, lobs it in for Schlow. Schlow inside the right block. Turnaround jumper is good over Jet. Schlow gets his first bucket of the night. It's 5-0 Storm.
And you got to think they're going to go to that all night. That's Drake Jet, 6'1" maybe, against Jacob Schlow, a 6'7" small forward, power forward. That's a tough matchup.
Oswara right wing dribbles, goes between his legs, spins in the lane. Awkward shot. Somehow got it to go. The acrobatic shot goes for Kedrick Oswara. He gets Tech on the board. It's 5-2. I want to say thanks to Clearwater Travel Plaza, where there's always more in store for you. Passing down low is Seaman. It's going to get tipped out of bounds. Last touch by a Tech Tiger. Or we're going to get a foul call.
Looks like it'll be a foul.
It's going to go against number 21 for Tech, and that is Chris Schmidt. Second foul of the half for the Tigers. Fedema sits down into the game for the first time for the Tech Tigers, number 24, Kaitavian Norwood. Schlow, jab steps left down the right side of the lane. He's going to be fouled. There'll be a couple bodies going hard to the floor. And the Storm bench up and giving a standing O for Schlow, taking the ball hard to the basket. He'll have 2 free throws to show for it.
Norwood comes in right away and gets the foul on Schlow, and now he'll have 2 shots on the line here.
In the game for less than 10 seconds and picks up his first foul. Schlow's first free throw rolls around and drops down at 6-2 on the Nelson Brothers scoreboard. Want to say thanks to the law office of Bradshaw and Bryant, seeking justice for the injured. Second free throw for Schlow, no good. Rebound batted around, grabbed by Dolan. And now Norwood will have it. Gives it to Jet to bring it across the timeline. Jet calling for a pick. And Devin Yeager. He dribbles left wing, goes to the top of the key. Dolan now left wing for Norwood. Norwood dribbles, goes right side now for Oswara. Is going to hoist. No good on the 3. Rebound tapped out. As getting a hand on it was Devin Yeager, and Jet is out there to grab it at the top of the key. Now right wing, Dolan, top of the key. Yeager, he goes left side in the backcourt. Norwood, he'll go on the wing for Oswara. Into Yeager. Yeager jab steps toward the lane. Follow-away jumper, left baseline, hits the side of the backboard. Kobe Lee grabs the miss. He brings it up. Right wing now leaves for number 23, Heron. Heron dribbles in, goes back out to number 13, Ethan Upsall. Ethan Upsall, cross-court pass, left corner 3 is up and good for number 15, Landry Seaman. It's 9-2 Sauk Rapids Rice. Jet starts the offense. Right wing pass for Dolan. Dolan in the backcourt now for Norwood. Norwood dribbles, goes left wing for Yeager. Down to Jet, back out to Yeager, top of the key to Dolan. He'll dribble, picks it up. Goes to Jet, deep 3 from the left wing. 25-footer, no good, long rebound, chased down by Schlow as he gets to it before Norwood can. Another rebound for Schlow. Bringing it across now is Seaman. Seaman dribbles between the legs, goes right side on the wing now for Upsall. Upsall, top of the key for Heron. Heron dribbles to the wing, lobs it in for Schlow. Tipped away from behind by Yeager. And a steal, as coming away with it is going to be Kedrick Oswara. Yeager goes 6'4" to Schlow is 6'7". Top of the key now, Yeager. Dribble, spins in the lane. A tough runner is going to be no good. Rebound tapped by Dolan, and he can't control it as it goes off his right hand out of bounds. And it'll go back over to the Storm. Couple subs.
And I believe, Barry, last year we had a senior Yeager, and now we got the little brother coming in this year. I believe it was Devin Yeager last year, was 6'7", big and tall. His brother not quite there yet, but he is skilled on that move to the basket.
Absolutely, he may have a couple inches to grow yet, Yeager. He's only a sophomore. And the ball saved in off a steal, and Yeager has the ball after it's saved in. And the Tigers have it. Norwood will bring it across. He goes to the left elbow for his teammate number 12, and that is Hunter Stolz, who's going to be fouled as he had headed down the lane with a full head of steam. Hunter Stolz, we called his name a lot in the football season. He was a playmaker. They get it in quickly. Dolan, the lefty, from the right corner, 3, no good. Weak side board, grabbed by Carter Lesh into the game. Now Seaman has the ball, passes right wing for Lee. Lee goes to Schlow, right elbow, or right wing area. Now top of the key for Upsall. He swings it left side for Seaman. Bounces it into Schlow, tipped out there as Kobe Lee has it. Now he goes left wing for Upsall, or Seaman rather. Now Lee has it on the right wing. He goes left side for Seaman. Seaman goes down in the corner. Now into Lesh, who drops it in for Schlow, who goes with a reverse layup from the left side of the lane to the right. He makes it 11-2 SRR on the Nelson Brothers scoreboard.
Great feed post to post that time from Lesh to the big man Schlow.
Norwood hoists the 3. Left wing, nothing but net for Kaitavian Norwood, his first bucket. And he cuts it to 6. Big basket for Tech. want to say thanks to Shields when it comes to gear and expert advice. They're right there with you and right there in St. Cloud in the Crossroads Mall. Tipped away in the lane away from Kobe Lee, and come away with it as Schlow. And he has the bucket. That was actually Seaman who got it tipped away, and now a pass up ahead tipped away, and Kobe Lee comes away with a steal. He tried to fake the step back three, keeps it, goes to Schlow in the backcourt. Schlow dribbling, working against Yeager. He gives now for Lee. Kobe Lee uses a pick from Schlow to dribble to the right wing. Top of the key for Schlow. He jab steps, dribbles to the right elbow, 15-footer no good, rebounded by Lee. The Storm keep it. Back to Schlow, right wing. He goes down in the corner. That is Seaman. Seaman goes in the lane, down the right side of the lane. Upsall streaking to the hoop. He gets the pass. He goes up and he's going to be hacked. And we'll wait to see the fouls on. It looks like it's going to go on Devin Yeager. 6'4" sophomore. So Upsall goes to the line. Ethan Upsall, 6'4" junior, number 13. First free throw, no good for Upsall.
And as you can see, Upsall might be the two guard in this offense, Barry. And he's going at 6'3", 6'4". I mean, there is height all over the place for this Storm lineup. And on the other end, it looks like the Tigers most of the time have four guards out there and maybe one small forward. So we'll see if the rebounding ends up being a problem here for the Tech Tigers.
Second free throw is good for Ethan Upsall. Want to say thanks to All-Star Trophy and Awards. Make sure everyone feels like a champion. All-Star Trophy and Awards. Timeout on the floor as well. We will keep it right here as it's a 30-second timeout. I want to remind you that timeouts are always brought to you by McKay's Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Check them out at mckaysdodge.com. And as you were kind of alluding to there, Tom, this is a battle of two very different types of teams. The Tech Tigers are going to rely on quickness and some outside shooting. With the exception of Devin Yeager, they don't really have anybody who could play down in the post.
No, they don't. And Yeager, even though I remember his brother from last year, they will do the dirty work down there when they need to, but they're perimeter big man players at their core. So, I mean, it's going to be tough for them to battle Schlow and these guards who can come in, and this sophomore Carter Lesh. This is going to be a tough matchup here, as it looks like the Storm are coming out in a 3-2 zone.
Looks like a zone, and they're going to extend it deep into the backcourt. As Jet goes in the backcourt, left side for Norwood, back to Jet. Now left wing, he goes to Stolz. Stolz to Jet, a deep three, and it's going to roll off, no good tip. Grabbed in the lane, and the putback is good by Schmidt. Rebound on the putback by Chris Schmidt. Big bucket for Tech. That cuts it to 7 on the Nelson Brothers scoreboard. On the other end, it is number 3, Elijah Moylanen. Passes right wing for Kobe Lee. Lee lobs it in for Lesh above the right block, working against Schmidt. Dribbles around him. The scoop shot with the left hand, no good. Rebounded by Schlow. He gets it stolen away by, that is Norwood. Up ahead to Stoltz. Stoltz takes it to the basket. No good, strong. Rebound in the putback left short by Norwood, and then Lee with the second rebound. Storm have it back. Top of the key, Moylanen dribbles in the lane, gets it tipped away. Ball goes out of bounds underneath. They're going to say last touched by Kaitavian Norwood. And it will stay with the Storm underneath.
You can see you're going to see a lot of hard double teams to Schlow now for the rest of this one in the game. I mean, when Schlow's going to get it in the paint, there's going to be two bodies for the Tech Tigers. Let's see if Schlow can get it off to his teammates to get open three-pointers.
Moylanen goes in the backcourt. He's going to give it to Upsall to start the offense. To Schlow in the left corner, bounces it in the lane, and he loses it out of bounds. Did number 13, Ethan Upsall, and it goes back over to the Tech Tigers. So 14-7 on the Nelson Brothers scoreboard, 8:59 to go here in this first half. Sitting down is Upsall, and back into the game is number 15, Landry Seaman. I want to say thanks to M&H Appliance, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana Appliances. Check them out at mnhappliance.com. Stoltz, left corner, dribbles in, throws in a tough runner in traffic and got it to roll in. That cuts it to 5. Another big basket as Tech trying to climb back in it. Right wing now, that is Lesh. Lesh dribbles, gives to Moylanen. Right wing now. They lob it in for Schlow. Schlow bodies inside the right block. Turnaround jumper is good off the board for Schlow. It's back to a 7-point game, 16-9. Bringing it across is going to be Norwood. He goes in the corner, and that is for number 12, Hunter Stolz. Stoltz goes left side for Norwood. He gives off for number 14, Connor Campina. Right corner 3 is no good. Robert Cochran. And the rebound and the putback. I didn't catch the number on the rebound and putback.
Schmidt again, he's doing the work on the offensive boards. He's got a guard Schlo, and he's doing the work on the offensive boards on the other end. And you might have to pay attention to him. He might get the scrap buckets all night here for the Tigers.
Foul on the other end by Robert Cochran. And Schmidt trying to prove me wrong about nobody else other than Yeager being able to play in the post. Making me look like a fool. Nobody does that to Barry Hine. Oh, wait. It happens on the very regular basis. 3-4 times a week, tops. In the backcourt, Moylanen's going to start the offense for the Storm. Inside 8 minutes to play. Left wing, that is Lee. Lee goes in the backcourt now. Top of the key for Heron. Heron dribbles to the left wing, goes to Schlo, top of the key. Now back in the corner. An 18-foot jumper, no good for Heron. Rebound batted, and Lee ends up with it. Right wing, 18-foot fall away, no good. Rebound batted. This time Schlo comes up with it. Pass in the backcourt, stolen away by Stolz. Who else? An interception by Hunter Stolz.
I like what you did there, Barry. I like
muscle memory there with him. Pass left side in the backcourt. That is Connor Campina. Now Stolz goes in the corner. Norwood hoists the three. Nothing but net over the top of Moylanen. And it is 16-14 on the Nelson Brothers scoreboard. Tech within 2. 7:05 to play. Right side, Lee lobs it in. Right baseline for Schlo. Turnaround jumper is no good. Rebound grab by Campina. I want to say thanks to Kelm and Reuter, attorneys who make a difference. Left wing, Stolz for three, no good. Rebound in the lane, fought for. Campina goes to the floor with Schlo. We're going to get a jump ball call. As also there was Ethan Upsall, or Landry Seaman rather, and it's going to be in favor of the Tech Tigers. The arrow.
Yeah, you can tell, Barry, something's kind of clicked here with the Tigers. Like, oh, we can't just walk over this team. They're gonna have to earn this win tonight, and they've turned it on. They're only down by 2, and they have the momentum here.
Credit to Chris Schmidt for getting a couple rebounds and a couple putbacks. It seems to have gotten the offense going. Now they've hit a couple of jump shots as well.
No doubt about it, Barry.
Cut it to 2. Drake Jett, top of the key. Goes to Dolan left side as they're facing that zone. Now in the right corner, it's Yeager. Back out to Jett. On top of the key to Dolan. Back to Jett to Dolan. Swings it left wing. Campina thought about the three. Back to Dolan. He thought about the three. Dribbles free throw line. Kicks it to Jett. Left wing pass now. Campina for three. Rebound tapped around and Schlo there to grab it after Heron got a hand on it. Now bringing it up is going to be Seaman. Inside 6.5 to play here. Want to say thanks to C&D Granite, home of the unlimited lifetime guarantee. Right wing, Seaman dribbles, loses his footing, and going to the floor to take it away is Dolan. He'll tie it up with Seaman. Another jump ball call. This one in favor of the Storm, but good hustle by Dolan.
Yeah, it looked like number 15, Landry Seaman, just lost the ball there for a second, and diving on it that time was Dolan. Heads up play by Dolan on defense, try to get a piece of it, but the jump ball will end up in Storm's favor.
Let's say thanks to McKay's Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep Ram, Fiat. Check them out at mckaysdodge.com. Also want to say thanks to North Risk Partners. Face risk head on. They're here to help. Visit northriskpartners.com. And Moylanen goes in the lane for Upsall. Back out on the left wing and taking it all the way to the hoop is up. Number 15, Seaman, got it blocked against the board. There were 2 players there for Tech. I didn't see who got it, but Moylan comes up with a loose ball. He goes to Lee in the corner, out top of the left wing rather, and a pass for Upsall. Upsall takes it in. Shot is no good. And the putback is good. Again, I missed the number. The tall guy catch it.
Upsall again. Upsall got his own shot there, followed it, was aggressive, and put it right back in.
Tapped it back. We're kind of in the corner here behind the bench, and I'm not 6'8". Shot for Schmidt, turnaround, no good. Schlo with the board. He'll take it up to the other end himself. Dribbles all the way down the right side of the lane as he was left alone. And somebody came over across the lane. I think it's Drake Jett and fouled him. And it is going to go on Jett. Nice job by Jett catching up and at least not giving up an easy layup. Comes away with a foul call, though. Want to say thanks to Andy's Towing. They'll get you going. Call Andy's Towing for all your towing needs. Schlo with the missed free throw. How many does he have so far?
Schlo with 9 points. The next one, and then if he misses his last free throw, he'll have 10 points and 6 rebounds on the night.
Averages 16 points a game and just under 5 rebounds per game. He's looking to up that average. Want to say thanks to Clearwater Travel Plaza. Want to say thanks to the law office of Bradshaw and Bryant. And want to say thanks to Shields as Schlo misses both free throws. As we tick inside 5.5 to play here in half number 1. 18-14. Sauk Rapids Rice leads on the road here at Tech High School. Jet passes right wing, and that is for Cochran. Back to Jet now on the left wing. Looking inside, nothing there. Now dribbling top of the key, lost the ball or dribbles again. They'll get called for the double dribble as there was nobody to give it to on the right wing, and he tried to hang on to it. Well, goes back over to the Storm. I want to say thanks to M&H Appliance, another fine sponsor of high school sports here on the KNSI Sports Network. Landry Seaman bringing it across, passes right wing now, he goes to Upsall. Upsall dribbles, passes to Schlow on the right baseline. Jab step, pulls up from 16, no good. Weak side board is grabbed by Lee, back out to Schlow. Schlow in the lane, tough shot, got it blocked out of bounds and loses it off his chest. And he got that pass from Seaman rather as well. But Schlow loses it out of bounds and gives it back to the Tigers. He's looking like he's upset with no foul call. But it'll go back to the Tigers.
Yeah, it looked like there was enough contact there, Barry, but those ones are more like 50-50 for referees nowadays, and they gave benefit of the doubt.
When you get out of control, they'll usually err on the side of the defense.
Right, correct.
Now we've got a foul out in the backcourt. Kobe Lee picks up the foul. And that is going to be just the second foul of the half for Sauk Rapids Rice Storm. Is that correct? That's what they've got on the board. I want to say thanks to All-Star Trophy and Awards. Well, the next foul for Tech will put them into the bonus. And just 2 so far for the Storm. Jet dribbles, goes right side in the backcourt now for number 30, Josh Harris. Harris gets it stolen away there to take it away as number 41, Josh Krebs. Up on the other end quickly, left corner for Schlow. Now he goes in the backcourt for number 15, Seaman. Now Lee has it, dribbles down the right side of the lane, all the way to the basket, gets fouled on the way up. I think that's going to go against Troy Fedema. We'll await the official call, and it is going to go on Fedema. So that's the 7th foul of the half, but it's going to be on the shot, so 2 shots from the foul line for Kobe Lee upcoming. I want to say thanks to Kelman Reuter. First free throw is good for Kobe Lee. That stretches the lead back out to 5 for the Storm.
And Kobe Lee only with 4 points of the night thus far, but filling up the stat sheet in other ways. 5 rebounds, 3 assists already for Kobe Lee, and a steal. I mean, he doesn't have to score points to fill up the stat sheet.
The second free throw is good as well. I want to say thanks to C&D Granite. Now those other categories will lead to points.
Yes, it will.
For other players as well. Drake Jett in the backcourt starting the offense. We come up on 4 to play. Tech trails by 6, 20-14 on the Nelson Brothers scoreboard. Fedema dribbles down the left side of the lane, stops, reverses, picks up his dribble and passes it to Jet. Jet down the center of the lane, the scoop shot no good. High rebound comes down for Schlow. He'll let it clear and jog it up himself. Crosses at center court. Top of the key, crosses over to the left wing. Now passes right side for Upsall. Upsall dribbles down the right baseline, going to be fouled. Is he going to be on the floor or the shot? He's got at least 1-and-1 coming. Tom Terrar saying he thinks it's going to be 2.
It's going to be 2 as he was going in. It was a simple, don't give him the wide open layup. He grabbed his arm that time as he was going into the lane, and it'll be an easy call, and 2 free throws coming up for Upsall.
I want to say thanks to McKay's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. First free throw for Upsall is good. Makes it a 7-point lead once again. It was down to 2.
It was.
And Sauk Rapids Rice has now scored 5 unanswered.
Yeah, Sauk Rapids just going back to what worked, getting it in and out, in and out. They're really predicated on getting early looks down low and then kicking it out, going to get easy 3-pointers.
Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Schlow, and the putback is good. So a 3-point possession. 23-14, 9 points, the largest lead of the game so far here tonight for the Storm.
11 points, 8 rebounds for Schlow. He is all over the place tonight.
I'll say thanks to Minnesota Truck headquarters. Schmidt in the backcourt passes as he was in trouble. Double team, try to pass around it, and it's going to be an over and back call over to the Sauk Rapids Rice Storm.
And a simple just run and jump that time by the Storm. They get the ball past half court. One guy's coming from a wing, double teaming the man with the ball, and it just took Tech out by surprise.
Schlow gives to Lee. Lee dribbles. Maybe some contact as Stoltz took at the shot, no good, no call as well. Rebound tipped way out into the backcourt, and the last to get a hand on it looks like it was going to be somebody for the Storm, and it's 41, Josh Krebs. So Drake Jett will bring it across. Start the offense for the Tigers. Goes right side in the backcourt to Norwood. Top of the key to Stoltz. Stoltz dribbles, goes left side for Jett. Jett dribbles to the right elbow. backs off now on the wing and gives to Harris. Harris dribbles, goes to Norwood. Now Norwood goes right side for Stoltz. Stoltz going to dribble into the lane, get it tied up, and he'll be fouled. I think it's going to go on Krebs. The foul went on Josh Schlow.
Yeah, Schlow was the big body in the middle. Krebs was the man guarding the ball, but when he drove in, he went right into the body of Schlow. And Schlow would have fallen down. He might have gotten a charge, but instead he tries to be a man about it, and he'll take the foul.
Left wing three up and no good for Norwood. Going for a high for the rebound is Drake Jett. He gives it out to Stoltz. Stoltz from the top of the key down the center of the lane. A tough fall away. Wanted the foul call. No good on the shot and no foul call. Schlow grabs the rebound. Kobe Lee will walk it across to start the offense. Passes left wing as he goes. Now Upsall has it from Seaman. Right wing now. Lee dribbles into the lane. Gets it stripped away by Stoltz. Stoltz dribbles up to the other end, fakes the pass, keeps it. Scoop shot is too strong over Seaman, and coming out of there with it is Upsall. He dribbles it to the half-court stripe, goes right side for Lee, pass inside, tipped away by Yeager. He'll dribble it up to the other end. Awkward layup as streaking in front of him was Upsall, and Yeager can't finish it. Rebound by Lee up ahead to Upsall, who goes in the lane for Krebs. Krebs pump fakes, gets Drake Jett to fall for it, and he'll get the foul call as he went up for the shot as Drake Jett was coming down and just had to hack him on the arm.
Barry, talk about missed opportunities, right? I mean, you got to bury some of those fast break layups. They were just a little too aggressive, and I mean, the coaching side of me, Barry, shows those guys were so worried about the contact that might come that they threw off their extra layup. Focus on the finish, not on the contact, and you'll make those ones.
Tom Terhar, an AAU coach in the summertime. I want to say thanks to Schultz, Soft Water. The first free throw for Krebs was no good. I also want to say thanks to Murphy's Granite Carving. Krebs, an awkward free throw style, dribbles twice with his right hand, then crossover dribbles to his left hand. He gets the second one to fall in off the front of the rim. Makes it a 10-point ball game. Largest lead of the game for the Storm, 24-14 on the Nelson Brothers scoreboard.
And free throws, Barry, it's whatever works for them.
Absolutely, it's a rhythm thing, absolutely. It's a routine rhythm. I want to say thanks to Premier Real Estate Services. Left corner, it is Norwood, dribbles out, goes to Yeager. Now he goes to Dolan. Left wing pass for Oswara, bounces it in to Harris. Fall away from the baseline, no good. That was Cochran, Rebound tapped out at half court. They wanted over and back, they wanted a foul in the backcourt. And Norwood gets was that the pass from Oswara and he finishes it off, or was it Oswara who finished it?
It was Oswara getting a feed down low. I believe it was Dolan actually received the feed down low. Dolan with the big finish on the pick and roll by Oswara. And you see what Oswara can do with his shiftiness is he made two men miss, one at half court, one at the three-point line. Got in there, a crisp pass to Dolan for the finish.
I thought that the crowd wanted a foul, but they were oohing and on
the
crossover. That's what it was, yeah. They always do that. Any minimal amount of the defender stumbling a little bit on a crossover, yes, and the crowd will be, ooh, ah. I want to say thanks to North Risk Partners. We've got just over a minute to play here in this first half. Also want to say thanks to Andy's Towing. And it's a 24-16 lead for the Sauk Rapids Rice Storm. They'll have the ball out of the timeout.
And Barry, I can honestly say I've never gotten an ooh and ah for doing that because I've never done it.
Probably
not my forte.
Not a lot of call for a 6'8" player to cross over in the backcourt.
Yeah, no. Nope.
Certainly not in high school.
No.
I don't know what it was like at Paterbo if they let you bring the ball down the court. I'm guessing not. Top of the key, Kobe Lee pulls up, knocks down a three. Biggest lead of the game, 11, 27-16 as we're under a minute to play here. The Storm with the lead, Tech with the ball back. Norwood, top of the key, dribbles, goes left wing for Yeager. Yeager back to Norwood. He goes right side for Oswara. Oswara jab steps right, dribbles into the lane, gets caught too far underneath the basket, off the bottom of the backboard. Dolan with the rebound, kicks it in the corner now for Cochran. Cochran tried to pass over the top of number 21, Carter Lesh, and Lesh tips it away and steals it, and now the Storm have it. Lee dribbles to the left wing, gives off for Upsall. Upsall goes right side on the wing, and that is for Seaman. Seaman drops it in for Schlow. Turnaround jumper outside the right block. No good, strong. Rebounded by the Tigers. And now Oswara will walk it up, and they're going to hold for one as we're inside 15 seconds to play. Oswara just calling Yeager off, saying we're going to go for one here. There are 5 seconds. Still hasn't made his move. Gets a pick from Yeager. Dribbles. Splits the double team. Pulls up from the left elbow. I'm not sure if it would have counted, but he misses it from 15 at the buzzer off the back of the rim. So the score at halftime, 27-16 on the Nelson Brothers scoreboard. The Sauk Rapids Rice Storm lead on the home floor of the Tech Tigers. 27-16. That officially takes us to the Shields halftime report. We'll send it back to the KNSI Sports Studio with Gabe Anderson next. You're listening to high school basketball on the KNSI Sports Network. halftime score 27-16 on the Nelson Brothers scoreboard. First half stats, Tom Terhart.
Thank you very much, Barry. We'll start out with the Tech Tigers, and you know what? Even spreading, but they only have 16 points in the first half, Barry. I mean, the main leader in that, Norwood, Contavious Norwood, 6 points, 2 rebounds, and assists. Drake Jett, couple rebounds, couple assists, no points on the game. Chris Schmidt was a little bit of a spark there in midway through the first half. He had 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, and 2 buckets on those offensive rebounds. So maybe looking for him to get more scrappy points in this second half. And then after that, I mean, Hunter Stolz with a bucket, Joe Dolan with a bucket, 4 rebounds, and Kendrick Oswara with a bucket and assist. Just no one really shining right now for this St. Cloud Tech team. And then we'll go to the other side for the Storm. Obviously, you got to talk about the big number 35, Josh Schlow. I mean, 11 points, 9 rebounds, and an assist. I mean, he's just dominating the boards, offense and defensively, and he's putting up good numbers. He's shooting efficiently, around 60% from the field in this one. And then Kobe Lease, 8 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, Barry. Those are high school-wise, those are Russell Westbrook, James Harden numbers from the point guard position.
You love to do the NBA comparisons.
That's my thing, I guess. I don't know.
That's one of your deals, for sure.
Should I compare it to some old guys at the YMCA? I mean, I think that's the best way.
I think the comparison here is George Mikan.
Yeah.
Now, the Tech Tigers, they got back to within 2. They were down 16-14. And then to end the half, Sauk Rapids Rice ended on a 13-2 run. That is not what you want for the Tech Tigers. You're back in the game, and then all of a sudden you're down by 11 just like that. So
no, you can't have it happen. There's got to be some energy, a newfound energy from the Tech Tigers out of this half, or else if they don't come out the aggressor, this could be a long second half for the Tigers.
Tech Tigers start the second half with the ball. They'll go right to left. Drake Jett has the ball. Left wing pass. He'll go for number 3, Fedema. And we'll go in the lane. We're going to get a foul, or no, we're going to get a whistle. We're going to say got tipped out of bounds. Drake Jett lost it out of bounds, and it goes back over to the Storm.
It looks like they either Jett passed it and hit the out-of-bounds line, or his foot hit out of bounds. Either way, it's Kobe Lee bringing up the ball for the Storm.
Right wing pass, he'll go now for Seaman. Seaman. Pass top of the key for Kobe Lee, tipped away by Fedema. Lee saves it from going over and back. Back to Seaman. He dribbles in toward the right block area and gets it knocked away from behind by Drake Jett. Storm keep it underneath their own bucket.
Yeah, wrap around there by Jett, a savvy move there, poking it around.
Heron lobs it in for Schlow. He's out on the left wing. Working against Schmidt. Dribbles. Gets it tipped away as he got help from Oswara. Oswara picks it up, and he takes it away from Schlow. A little attitude towards Schlow. He didn't like the contact. Oswara step back 3 from the left wing, no good. Long rebound is tapped around, and finally pinballed out of there, and it gets grabbed up by Seaman. Seaman, guarded by Oswara, goes for Heron. Heron dribbles to the left elbow, kicks it out for Upsall. Upsall dribbles above the right block, kicks it out in the corner for Seaman, dribbles in, loses it, and coming away with it is going to be Fedema. A steal for the Tech Tigers. Fedema, top of the key for Jett. He'll swing it left wing for Oswara. Oswara holding on to it. He dribbles top of the key now. Guarded by Schlow, looking to get by him. Unable to do so. Passes left wing for Dolan. Dolan dribbles in, kicks it out right side for Oswara. Left wing pass, Fedema. Fedema dribbles, goes behind the back. Now passes down in the right corner for Oswara. Looking inside. Now he's guarded by Lee. Top of the key, Dolan. Dolan dribbles to the right elbow, backs off now and holds off for Jett to reset the offense. Tigers being patient here.
No, they're being patient, or it's a stagnant offense. There's not much movement other than the ball handler right now, and it's making for a slow-moving offense.
Oswara spins down the right side of the lane, scoops a shot high into the air, comes up well short, rebounded by the Storm. Quickly up on the other end. Left corner, 18-footer. Upsall airmails it off the backboard. Fedema quickly up ahead to Oswara, who took it into the lane, tried the left-handed layup, thought he got fouled, didn't get the call and missed the layup. It goes back over to the Storm.
Schlow now, 11 points, 11 rebounds, already has a double-double, only a couple minutes in to the second half.
Upsall dribbles baseline, spins into the lane, fouled on the way up for the shot by Dolan. He'll have 2 free throws coming up. Want to say thanks to Clearwater Travel Plaza, where there's more in store for you, where there's always more in store for you.
Ethan Upsall is 2 of 4 on the night from the free throw line.
trying to extend this 11-point lead. It would be the largest lead of the game if he hits this first one, and he rattles it in. 28-16 on the Nelson Brothers scoreboard. I want to say thanks to the law office of Bradshaw and Bryant, seeking justice for the injured. Second free throw is good. Upsall has it to a 13-point ball game. Biggest lead of the night for the Storm. Drake Jett walking it across center court, guarded by Kobe Lee. Man-to-man defense for the Storm here. Right wing pass for Oswara. Guarded by Seaman. Picks it up, drops it in for Schmidt. Tipped away, and Upsall can't save it. It will stay with the Tech Tigers. Nice hustle. I'm going to say it's out on the sideline. I thought he was pointing to the other end like they were going to give the ball to the Storm, and I was about to be incredulous. But the Tigers keep it. Dolan will inbound on the sideline. It's into the backcourt for Oswara to start the offense. Coming up on 15 to play. 13-point lead for the Storm. Right wing Dolan dribbles. Lefty goes in the corner now on the right side. Oswara bounces in for Yeager. Yeager spins into traffic. Tough shot left short. Rebound tipped out by Upsall, and Seaman grabs it. He goes up in the lane for Herron. Herron takes it up. Gets it to roll in over Schmidt. Quick fast break points. Defended fast break points for the Storm.
Herron's first bucket of the night. The sophomore doing a lot of the dirty stuff. Not even on the board with rebounds or assists, but just sending a lot of good screens and moving the ball well for his teammates.
Sora stutter dribbles, gets into the lane. He'll be fouled as he takes it hard to the basket. I think it's going to go on Schlow. We'll await the official call to say for sure, but it is going to go on Schlow, and I think that's his second.
That is his second foul, Barry. And you look at it, it could have been Schlow or it could have been the backside man. That was Seaman, but they will give it to Schlow, and Oswara will have two.
Sora's first free throw is good. Want to say thanks to Shields. When it comes to gear and expert advice, they're right there with you and right there in St. Cloud in the Crossroads Mall. That cuts the lead to 14. The first free throw does for Oswara. Second one also nothing but net. Makes it a 13-point game. As the first couple points for the Tech Tigers, we've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. Timeouts are always brought to you by McKay's Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep Ram, Fiat. Check them out at mckaysdodge.com. You're listening to high school basketball on the KNSI Sports Network. We've got 14:37 to play in this one, and it is 31-18 on the Nelson Brothers scoreboard. The Sauk Rapids Rice Storm lead at the Tech Tigers. The Storm coming in. This is their first scheduled game of the year, so we don't have any season stats for the team. But the Tech Tigers coming in 0-1. They did have the first game of the year postponed that they were supposed to play against Princeton, and then they lost big 65-29 to St. Michael Albertville the other night.
And I was confused on that box score because I know the Tech Tigers are an athletic team. Now I'm seeing it. They really don't have an identity, Barry, on offense. It's all just movement without any themes.
Schlow takes it down the right side of the lane. He's going to be hacked as he went for the layup. Yeager didn't like the call, but he's going to be tagged with the foul. So Schlow will have a couple free throws coming. He had a heck of a first half, on the verge of a double-double already.
He had 11 points and 9 rebounds into the half. He's already got his double-double, 11 and 11, and he misses the first one.
Already with a double-double. He snuck it under the radar on me. It remains a 13-point game. Want to say thank you to All-Star Trophy and Awards. Make everyone feel like a champion. All-Star Trophy and Awards. Second free throw is good for Schlow. So it's 32-18 on the Nelson Brothers scoreboard. Jett will walk it up for the Tech Tigers. Dribbles to the right side. Goes in the corner. Dolan, the lefty, hoists the three. No good. Rebounded by Schmidt. Scoops it in the backcourt left wing. Oswara will hoist. Left it short. Schlow with the rebound. He'll let it clear and now gives it off to Lee, who will bring it up left side. Lee goes right side in the backcourt for Schlow. Now to Seaman, who's going to be fouled as Oswara lunged in to try to steal it. Bodies him up. It will be Storm ball on the sideline right in front of their own bench. I want to say thanks to M&H Appliance. Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana Appliances. Check them out at mhappliance.com. Schlow on the baseline off the inbound pass. Dribbles underneath. Was close to stepping on the end line, but he'll go for the reverse layup and be hacked and go to the line to shoot a couple again. He's aggressive. He's crafty with the ball. He's a pretty good ball handler for a 6'7" post as well.
No, he is, and he's a 6'7" pure power forward. He can do a lot of the stuff on the perimeter. It's maybe not where he's most comfortable, Barry, but he can do it effectively, and when it comes down to it, you see a lot of his moves, the post jump shots, mid-range shots. I mean, he's a textbook power forward in high school basketball, and he's a good one.
He missed that first free throw, and he makes the second one. And now a 15-point game, largest lead of the night again for the Sauk Rapids Rice Storm. I want to say thanks to Kelman Reuter, attorneys who make a difference. Norwood dribbling, goes in the corner, and Campina, three, high rebound, tapped in the lane, grabbed by Seaman, he'll have the board. Up ahead goes to Heron. Heron on the right wing. Three for Upsall. And no good. High rebound. Grabbed by Heron on the right baseline. Saved it in. Norwood there to take it away. He dribbles up to the other end in the lane. Runner goes over the top of the defender for Kitavian Norwood. He cuts it to 13. Big basket for the Tigers. I want to say thanks to C&D Granite, home of the unlimited lifetime guarantee. Upsall gets it on the left corner, out top the key. Schlow, a three, or a 19-footer rather, left it short about a half a foot. And saving it in is, or trying to save it in is Seaman. He stepped on the end line before doing so, though.
Yeah, when you haven't got one all night and you're a power forward, you know, it might not come off the fingertips the way you want it to. But the form looked good, so he just might have a little bit of nerves being wide open there at the top of the key.
Vinny Gallardi into the game for the Tech Tigers. Norwood goes in the corner. Campina for three. Almost banked it in from the corner. And Schlow grabs the board. He'll dribble it up right side. And they wanted contact as they're taking some contact with Dolan. Schlow dribbles in, pulls up from 13. A step inside the right elbow and knocks down the soft jumper.
15 points, 13 rebounds, Barry. Dominant is the word.
And that's the difference in the game. 15 right now, 35-20 on the Nelson Brothers scoreboard. Norwood picks up the loose ball, right wing, dribbles into the backcourt now, goes cross court. Campina, another three. Knocks that one down, nothing but net. And that cuts it to 12 as the Tech Tigers just trying to stay within striking distance here. Hanging around, 12:15 to play. Right wing on the other end, Lee a three. He knocks one down, nothing but net. As they trade trays. 15-point lead once again. I want to say thanks to McKay's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Check them out at mckaysdodge.com. Left wing Campina goes top of the key for Dolan. Now left wing. That is Norwood. Drops it on the left baseline for Gallardi. Dribbles and takes an extra step and is going to give it back to the Storm after he travels. I want to say thanks to North Risk Partners. Face risk, head on. They are here to help. Visit northriskpartners.com. The Storm bringing it up is going to be Elijah Moylanen. Lee, top of the key, passes left wing for Upsall. Upsall dribbles, goes right side, and that is for Seaman. Seaman dribbles left side, hands off for Moylanen. Top of the key, pass right wing, Upsall. Goes right corner for Lee. Lee dribbling against Campina. He stutter dribbles, gets in the lane. Runner is in and out, no good. Rebound tipped out by Gallardi, grabbed by Campina. And the Tigers have it, trying to cut into a 15-point lead. I'm going to say thanks to Andy's Towing. They'll get you going. Call Andy's Towing for all your towing needs. Norwood, left baseline, runner, no good. Gets his own board, putback strong. Rebounded by Yeager. His putback is strong. Rebounded now by Upsall, and he bounces it out for Seaman. He'll dribble it up left side. Seaman, top of the key, goes right side for Upsall. Wide open three, in and out, no good. Schlow with the board as nobody bodied him up. He power dribbles and puts it back in off the board on the right side. And it's the largest lead of the night, 17-40-23 on the Nelson Brothers scoreboard with 10:50 to play. And we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. Timeouts always brought to you by McKay's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Check them out at mckaysdodge.com. You're listening to high school basketball on the KNSI Sports Network.
17 points, 14 rebounds is what he's got. Yikes. All right, thanks, Kate.
Under 11 to play here in the ball game. The Sauk Rapids Rice Storm up by 17, 40-23 on our Nelson Brothers scoreboard. Pretty decent crowd here for the first night of basketball at Tech's new gymnasium.
Absolutely, Barry. A girls win. Now the Tigers looking to try to work their way back into this one and try to make it close.
Got their work cut out for them, trailing by 17 here. I want to say thanks to Clearwater Travel Plaza. Oswara dribbling left wing in the backcourt now for Dolan left side. Back to Oswara on the wing. He pulls up from 3, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound tapped in the lane by Campana. Grabbing it is Moreland, and he'll pass it up ahead, and he'll be bodied to the hardwood. I think it's going to go against number 11, and it is going to be against Joe Dolan. Sitting down is going to be Norwood. Back in Drake Jett for the Tech Tigers. Lee inbounds to Moreland and to start the offense. He brings it as cross center court. Dribbling, spins, now leaves on the right wing for Lee. Lee guarded by Jett. Passes left wing for Seaman. Back to Lee in the backcourt. Gets a pick from Schlow to the right wing. Picks it up and goes to Schlow, top of the key. Back to the basket. Scoops it to Upsall. Upsall dribbles, goes right wing for Lee. Goes in for Schlow underneath the basket. Rights himself, shot no good strong. On the rebound will get a tie-up as both Seaman and Campina had their hands on it, had control of it. The possession arrow in favor of Sauk Rapids Rice.
Yeah, good jump ball call there by the referee. Seaman initially came down on it, but clamping on to force the jump ball was a good play.
Schlow has some tissue in his left nostril, so taking a shot. We've got Upsall, top of the key, hands off for Lee, back to Upsall, left open, right wing 3, yes! It's a 20-point ball game, largest of the night for the Storm, largest lead with just under 10 to play. I want to say thanks to the law office of Bradshaw and Bryant. Right wing Yeager for the Tigers, passes left side for Jett. Jett goes top of the key for Oswara, he dribbles to the right elbow, backs off down to the wing. Crossover dribble, tried to split the defenders with the pass, and it gets tipped away and stolen by Schlow. Intended for Yeager in the lane, Schlow with the steal. Lee goes left wing now for Upsall. Upsall takes it to the hoop hard, he'll be fouled. Tried to put up the right-hand scoop shot layup, and he didn't get it to go, but he'll have 2 shots from the line coming up. I want to say thanks to Shields. 2 coming up for Ethan Upsall. First free throw, nothing but net. Makes it a 21-point ball game. Sauk Rapids starting to stretch this lead out here in the second half. That's the largest lead of the ball game. I want to say thanks to M&H Appliance as well.
Upsall now 5 of 7 from the free throw line, looking to get to 75%, 6 of 8.
It's rock solid math. In and out on the free throw. And
all that math for nothing, Barry.
Rebound comes down for Schmidt. Now Jett brings it across. Left wing, he goes for number 12, Hunter Stoltz. Now Stoltz goes baseline. He's going to step on the end line, or did he get fouled? He's going to get a foul call. It's going to go against Moylanen. The Tech Tigers get it. Stoltz, or keep it. Stoltz in the corner, goes to Jett. Jett dribbles in the backcourt. Zone defense now by the Storm. Top of the key, Jett swings it left wing for Stoltz. Stoltz, top of the key, Jett hoists the 3. No good, rebounded by Schmidt. Putback is blocked, but he's going to get hacked on the arm. They're going to say Upsall fouled him, and he'll have a couple shots coming up. Another offensive rebound by Chris Schmidt, who's had several of those here in the ballgame tonight.
Yeah, Schmidt, 5 rebounds on the night, 4 points, and he'll try to get a few more here on the free throw line.
I want to say thanks to All-Star Trophy and Awards. First free throw is good for Chris Schmidt. Cuts it back to 20, 44-24 with 8:52 to play in the ball game. I want to say thanks to Kelm and Reuter. Well, Upsall sits down, and back in is Josh Krebs. Second free throw, no good. And the Storm have it. Lee gets a pick from Krebs, dribbles to the right wing, goes to Krebs on the pick and roll. Krebs out top of the key for Moylan, and he goes left baseline for Schlow. He goes out on the wing, and that is going to be, I'm trying to get a number on that, that's 21, Carter Lesh. They get it into Schlow, left baseline, dribbles into the lane, pump fakes, gets the defender to fall for it, and puts it in easily off the glass. 22-point lead for the Sauk Rapids Rice Storm, and a big night for Josh Schloe.
19 points, 15 rebounds, Barry. Domination.
Campana dribbles, left side, runner, no good strong, and the board comes down for Krebs. And now bringing it up his lead. Krebs, right wing, he dribbles, scoops it back for Lee. Lee's going to hoist a three, in and out, and all alone for the rebound is Schloe. The defense catches up, the putback no good, and he takes another rebound away from Schmidt. That one blocked from Moylanen. Moylanen spins down the baseline, gives to Schloe. Schloe spins in the lane, left-hand jump, baby hook is good for Schloe. He's got another bucket, and he extends the lead to 24. That's the largest of the night for the Storm. Right side, Schmidt. Dribbles baseline, goes back out on the wing for Norwood. Top of the key, Jet. Looks inside, nothing there. Swings left wing, Fedema. Jab steps, holds it, goes to Jaeger, left block area. And he's going to go with a turnaround shot. A little double pump, awkward look, no good. Fedema with the board, goes to Jet. Jet shakes it from the top of the key down the center of the lane. May have gotten tipped on the way up by Moylanen, no good. Rebounded by Jaeger. His shot left short from 10 feet. And the Storm get the board. Moylanen will bring it up. Want to say thanks to Minnesota Truck headquarters. 6.5 to play. Right wing, Lee hoists, barely catches front iron. Jet with the Norwood with the rebound, quickly up ahead to Jaeger. He gets it tipped away in the lane on the other end by Kobe Lee out of bounds. The Tigers keep it underneath their own bucket.
22 points, 19 rebounds. I'm just going to keep updating everyone on the stats of this absolute monster that Josh Schloe is playing like tonight. It's incredible, and the rebounding is way more impressive than 22 points. A lot of kids can score 22 points in high school basketball. Not everyone can have 19 rebounds.
Absolutely. I want to say thanks to Schultz Soft Water. He's upping his averages tonight as well. He's averaging 16 points per game and 5 rebounds per game coming in. Those will be different numbers next game.
Yeah.
Top of the key, Oswara. Passes left corner. And back out top of the key, Oswara. Let Cochran down in the corner. I'm trying to get a number. Top of the key, Oswara is going to hoist a three. No good. Long rebound grab by Upsall. Up ahead, he goes to Moylan, and Moylan has to save it in. There to take it back away for the Tech Tigers is Fedema. Fedema dribbles up, right side, leaves for Oswara. Oswara dribbles baseline in the lane. Gets caught in the air, goes out left corner. And Norwood pump fakes, dribbles in. The 18-footer rolls in for Norwood. He cuts it to 22. I want to say thanks to Murphy's Granite Carving. Moylanen bring it up against Oswara. He dribbles to the right elbow, backs it off now and gives to Upsall. Upsall dribbles top of the key. That's right side for Moylanen in the backcourt. Right wing pass they go now for Rux. Rux goes in for Schloe. Schloe is going to be fouled on the entry pass from behind. I believe it's going to go on Norwood, judging by his reaction, and it is.
And it looks like it'll be 1-1 here. Schloe will head to the free throw line, and you know Norwood just got into double figures. The only Tiger that's in double figures tonight, and he's the one his shot has been on, but I think he's taken 4 shots. He's made all 4, Barry. You got to give that guy a few more opportunities if he's hot.
100% is pretty good.
Yes,
First
it is.
Free throw for Schloe is good. Back to a 23-point ball game. And the second one, no good. Long rebound is tracked down by Oswara. It brings it up right side. Crosses over against Upsall in the lane, loses it. That's from behind. Krebs got a hand on it. Moylanen will get credit for the steal as he ended up with it. He dribbles it across the timeline, goes right corner for Krebs. Krebs can't hang on to it, rips it away from Fedema. And Coach Derek Peterson didn't like the looks of things on offense. Called a quick timeout alertly from the bench. We'll take it with them. Timeouts is always brought to you by McKay's Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Check them out at mckaysdodge.com. You're listening to high school basketball on the KNSI Sports Network.
I don't want to bag on a Coach Drain.
The Storm get it inbound to Upsall, back to Moylanen. Now left side, he'll go to Rux, back to Moylanen. Moylanen dribbles in the lane, splits the double team. The scoop shot goes. Tough move by Moylanen. split the double team out top and then finished it off with a nice scoop shot at the end.
Moylan, only a sophomore, but savvy plays all over the place on defense and on offense for Moylan.
Vedema dribbles, passes left wing for Oswara, is going to hoist a three, nothing but net. Big shot for Oswara, cuts it to 22. We're inside 5 to play here. I want to say thanks to Premier Real Estate Services. Moylan dribbles, right side, is going to be fouled on the back court by Kitavia Norwood, reaching around the back. It's going to be the 9th foul of the half for the Tech Tigers, so 1-1 coming up here for Moylan. They'll be in the double bonus from here on out.
It looks like Barry will be getting a few deep sub players in here for the Storm.
The Storm have just 4 fouls so far in the second half, so a few to give for them. 4:34 to play. Moylan front end is no good, catches front iron. Vedema brings it up left side after rebounding the ball. He'll go in the backcourt to Dolan. Swings it right side. Oswara, another three, no good short. Krebs bats it. Oswara comes up with a rebound, loses the ball, and then he lost it on the way up on the putback, and he pushes the Storm player to the floor, and I think that was...
Yeah, that was not Barry. That was an intentional push by Norwood. I would be very up. They'll give the foul on Oswara. You can't do that. You can't let your anger get the best of you. When a player's in midair, Barry, he's completely exposed. He has no control of his body. That time, that was the situation, and that's a scary play. It's a scary play.
Braden Cacho into the game, 6'3" senior. First time he's into the game, and he gets that kind of welcome.
Yeah.
He's going to have a couple of bruises tomorrow probably. Coach Derek Peterson talking to the ref saying, why is that not a technical foul?
I mean, when we went back and watched it, it looked worse. It looked more intentional. But live, it just looked like some bodies in the paint and someone was up high.
Now, you may not have been asking for a technical. You're saying we've got an injured player. Can we pick? We should be able to pick who we want to pick the free throw, shoot the free throws. A little gamesmanship. I think Cacho probably could have shot the free throw.
Yeah, I know.
But they put Kobe Lee in to shoot him anyway.
Yeah.
So, a little acting job by Cacho as he came off, rubbing his elbow with the grimace. I think he was fine by that point. And then Kobe Lee misses the free throw. Was it Rasheed Wallace? Ball doesn't lie?
Yeah, ball doesn't lie.
So it remains a 22-point ball game. Second free throw is good for Kobe Lee, back to a 23-point game. Oswara quickly up on the other end to Norwood, back to Oswara, to Jet in the backcourt. Jet goes to Schmidt, free throw line, dribbles down the right side of the lane, pulls up, shot is good, and he'll be fouled. Trying to get a number, I think that's Nick Schmidt, number 43 with the foul into the ball game, the 6'2" senior forward, number 43.
So you said Schmidt over Schmidt?
Yeah. Schmidt fills out that jersey such that it rolls over a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And you're right at the number, so you have a hard time reading it on the front side. Free throw is good. And it's a 20-point ball game. Schlow brings it up. Pass across the timeline to Moylan. Moylan dribbling in the backcourt against Norwood. Hands off now for Upsall. Upsall dribbles, right elbow, little 14-foot runner is good. Beautiful shot for Upsall, confidently the runner with the one hand. 22-point game. Right wing, Norwood. Bounces it, right elbow, Schmidt puts it up from 10, no good on the fall away. Lee with the board, and now Moylan has it back to Lee, he'll bring it up. Want to say thanks to North Risk Partners. Pass from Lee tipped away by Jet. Lee comes up with a loose ball, goes to Moylan in the backcourt. Top of the key, Upsall. Left side, he'll go now for Schmidt. Nick Schmidt in the backcourt for Moylan, and he'll be guarded by Oswara as he tried to tip it away. Lee comes up with a loose ball. Upsall now hands to Moylan. Left side to Schlow. Back to Moylan. Moylan hounded by Oswara out top. Showing some good handles out there. Now picks up his ball. He shouldn't pick up the ball that far away from the basket. And he gets it back as Lee saves it in on a bad pass. Now Lee has it in again on the left wing to Schlow outside the left block. Drops it off for Schmidt, wide open, pump fakes, and gets Norwood to fly over the top. Gets the second shot blocked, I believe, by Chris Schmidt, as Norwood looks like he's a little bit hurt as he flew over the top of Schmidt and landed on his shoulder. He landed hard on the hardwood. It could have been his shoulder, could have been his knee, could have been his hip.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like he's kneeling down, and
there's a reason they call it the hardwood.
Yeah.
It's very hardwood.
Well, and then you could hear it. You may even been able to hear that come through the microphone. There was a big screech when he hit the floor. And on the other end, we had a turnover. I believe, and the Tigers have it back. Oh, we've got a technical.
Yep.
I'm not sure who they got the call on.
I might be on the tech. Oh no, there wasn't a technical.
Oh, now they're gonna.
Yeah, that was odd. That was odd.
The referee underneath the hoop was like, I don't know why nobody's in the lane. I didn't say anything. So now they fill the lanes. It's going to be not a technical, just a common foul. Schlow at the line. First free throw, no good. Remains 55-33. Want to say thanks to Andy's Towing. So we've got 2:53 to go. Sauk Rapids Rice Storm looking to move to, or rather to start the year off with their first win, their first ball game of the season here tonight at Tech High School. Second free throw, no good as well. Rebounded by Gallardi. And now bringing it up is going to be number 25, Lincoln Benson. As they get it on the baseline, taking it in hard is going to be number 31 for the Tech Tigers. That is John Kaiser. He'll be fouled and go to the line to shoot a couple. Heron picks up the foul. The 6th foul of the half. He'll be in the bonus from here on out, but that one was on the shot. So John Kaiser with a couple free throws. First one, no good, strong. Oh, the second free throw could cut it back to 21. It's 55-33 right now on the Nelson Brothers scoreboard. 2:43 to play. Second free throw for Kaiser, no good. And it is rebounded by number 21, that is Carter Lesh. Moylanen brings it up. He'll start the offense. Gets a pick from Heron. And now, Moylanen goes to Braden Cacho back into the game. Top of the key, it is Lesh. Lesh gives to Heron. Heron dribbles in the lane. Tough runner, no good. Rebounded by Heron. Putbacks short. Rebound tipped by Cacho. Tried to save it in on the far corner and steps on the end line before he can save it in. Back over to the Tech Tigers. Josh Harris back into the game for the Tech Tigers. Sitting down is going to be number 20, Robert Cochran. Bringing it across is going to be Ziante Lewis. Lewis, step back, 19-footer, right wing, short, no good. Rebound batted out of bounds. Last touched by Heron, apparently. It's going to stay with the Tigers. It was a really late whistle as that ball was bouncing out of bounds several times. But it stays with the Tech Tigers. 2:05 to play. Benson gets it in the backcourt for Kaiser. Right wing, Gallardi. Back to Kaiser, top of the key. Dribbles in. Goes left side. Lewis. Lewis dribbles and loses it. Taken away by Moylanen. He'll dribble it up. Moylanen to start the offense. He goes down in the corner. Cacho dribbles baseline. Gets the runner blocked by Gallardi. And the ball out of bounds. Last touched by Nick Schmidt. Goes back over to the Tigers. Minute 42 to play here. Just garbage time with the lead being 22 points for the Storm.
It's garbage time for everyone but the people that are actually in because they're taking it seriously. I remember being in these situations myself in high school as a freshman and a sophomore. It's fun to be out there in varsity court, but you know the game's over.
A three from the left corner, no good for Josh Harris. And we don't mean garbage players. It's garbage time, and there's only a minute and a half left, and the game is pretty much over. Don't want to offend anybody, of course.
You offended me, Barry.
I do that all the time. Right wing, it is Lesh. Lesh goes to Cacho on the left baseline. In the backcourt to Moylanen. Cross-court pass. Almost stolen away by Gallardi. Now fought for. Gallardi did tip it away. Lewis comes out of there with it. Dribbles up to the other end. Left-handed layup off the board is good for Ziante Lewis. His first bucket of the night. We're inside a minute to play. A 20-point ball game. 55-35 on the Nelson Brothers scoreboard. 45 and counting. As Moylanen just dribbling in the backcourt, letting some time run. Now Lewis picks up the defense. Moylanen dribbles in the lane, kicks it out to Cacho on the wing. Now he'll go in the backcourt for Lesh. Moylanen has it back. He dribbles into the circle to set the offense and run a little time as we're inside 30 to play. Moylanen now in the lane. Tried the wraparound pass. He's going to be fouled on the drive. That's on the drive, but they're in the double bonus, so 2 free throws coming up for Elijah Moylanen, the 5'9" sophomore guard. You mentioned that earlier. He's just a sophomore, but he's a very heady player. Good handles, and they're going to have him for a couple more years running their offense. They've got to be excited about that.
He's very poised, Barry, and for a sophomore playing a lot of point guard, that's very difficult. And he is very, very strong up in his head as well as with the ball.
Hits both free throws. 57-35. Lewis on the other end. Passes left side of the backcourt to Benson. Tipped away. Benson tries to chase it down, and it's going to be tipped away again by Lesh, out of bounds. So Lincoln Benson gets the inbound pass from Kaiser, 15 and counting. Benson dribbles, passes right side in the backcourt, and that is Josh Harris. Harris, pass left side, tipped away, stolen. Moylanen will have it, and he'll let the time run out. 57-35 is going to be the final score on the Nelson Brothers scoreboard. Sauk Rapids Rice opens up their season with the win. They're now 1-0. I'm sorry, they're now 2-0 on the year. Is that correct? Do I have that right?
No, this is their first. This is their first game of the season.
Oh, first game of the season for. Yeah, that's right. 1-0. I had the second game of the season with the Tech Tigers. Excuse me. First game of the year. The rust will be off by next game. I promise. So the Tech Tigers fall to 0-2 on the year. Again, their first game of the year was postponed. It was scheduled for November 30th. That's the weekend we were supposed to have an unbelievable storm. We did have some storms, but it wasn't quite as bad as originally predicted. But they did postpone that game. That was supposed to be against Princeton on the 30th. So this is just their second game as well. They're now 0-2 on the season. That officially takes us to the Bradshaw and Bryant Law Office post-game show. Seeking justice for the injured. Bradshaw and Bryant Law Office. We'll take a break and we'll come back with post-game stats with Tom Terhar out here at Tech High School next. You're listening to High School Basketball on the KNSI Sports Network. How many positive effects does it have?
Give me a minute and a half. Minute. Okay.
High school basketball on the KNSI Sports Network alongside Tom Terhar. I'm Barry Hine. We appreciate you joining us for high school basketball here. And the final in the boys game tonight, 57-35. The Sauk Rapids Rice Storm come on the road and win at Tech High School to put the Tigers at 0-2 on the year, and the Sauk Rapids Rice Storm 1-0, as this was their first scheduled game of the season. For post-game stats, we hear from Tom Terhar.
Thank you very much, Barry Hine. And you know what? For the St. Cloud Tech side, nothing too exciting. I mean, Troy Fenema, when he wasn't in foul trouble, did a good job. 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 assists. Kind of did a little bit of everything for this team. That's what he is, a Swiss Army knife at the 2-guard position. Chris Schmidt was hustling all night for St. Cloud when other guys maybe weren't working as hard. Chris Schmidt was trying to pick up what they were missing. 8 points, 5 rebounds, 3 of them being offensive rebounds, and a couple of blocks on the night. A hearty, good hustle game by Schmidt. And then Katavian Norwood, the junior, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, was their leading scorer with 10 points. You're not going to win too many games in high school when your leading scorer has 10, Barry. We'll head back to the winning side. My vote easy for the All-Star Trophy player of the game, Josh Schloe, 6'7" senior, 23 points, 19 rebounds, a single assist. He had an incredible game. And looking at this Josh Schloe, he averaged 5.5 rebounds last year. It's like, it's a little bit of a head scratcher for me, Barry.
Yeah, well, they had a few more bodies. There were big bodies last year as well. So this year is a little bit more of a focus on him, and he's kind of alone in the lane. And when you're 6'7", you're going to get a lot of those balls when you're the only real tall guy in your team out there. So maybe that has something to do with it. He's kind of the guy this year, and they had a few more guys to lean on for those hustle plays last year.
Right, absolutely. I would agree with you. And then the other players here for the Sauk Rapids Rice Storm, Kobe Lee is just a very efficient point guard. 12 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. He's in every part of the stat sheet, a steal, a block. He's everywhere. Ethan Upsall, the tall 2 guard, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, efficient shooting for him as well. And then Landry Seaman, 5 rebounds, third as only a 5'10" guard, 5 rebounds. He's working hard at that as well. He had a single 3-pointer. And then Elijah Moylanen, I almost forgot his name. I apologize, Elijah, was playing terrific down the stretch. I mean, they didn't need Kobe Lee out there all the time because Elijah, as a sophomore, was very composed, knew what he was doing. 4 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. I mean, he was just a little Energizer bunny out there doing everything right at an incredibly high speed.
And when you've got a player like that, you've got a big lead and you're down the stretch, you just have a player who can dribble in the backcourt, kind of take the air out of it. That helps your team so much. It just brings a calm to the team, and you know, all right, we got this.
Right.
You know, we're just going to put it in his hands and let him dribble around and maybe create something, or just, you know, run some time off the clock. We're comfortable with that. So it's good to have players like that, especially when you don't have to have Kobe Lee with the ball in his hands the entire time, like you mentioned.
Right.
And he's just a sophomore. It's very impressive.
Yes.
So that's it for the post-game stats. The Bradshaw and Bryant Law Office post-game show will continue. We'll send it back to the KNSI Sports Studio with Gabe Anderson next. To continue that, he'll pick an All-Star trophy and award player of the game before closing up shop as well. Again, the final in this one, 57-35. The Sauk Rapids Rice Storm go to 1-0 on the year, and they drop the Tigers to 0-2 here at Tech High School. Send it back to the KNSI Sports Studio with Gabe Anderson next. You're listening to high school basketball on the KNSI Sports Network.